All right, some of you may have seen this next gentleman on the social media channels ahead of the event. And I've been drinking his fantastic dairy product all weekend. But with that in mind, Glenn from the Happy Seas. Woo!
Thank you. I'm Glenn from the Happy Cow Milk Company, and we're sort of creating a new category in the milk market, and that's around ethical milk and sustainable milk. We started with 7 cows, and we now milk about 60. And the problem we've got is we can't really keep up with demand, which is a good problem to have. Now, when a customer rolls into the supermarket, they'll see a glass bottle and they think it's a bit different, and then they look at the label and they see, oh, it's from some guy in Rangiora and he's got 50 odd cows, and then they start reading a bit more and then they see that he leaves all the calves, with their mums, and they start to think, well, this business is a little bit different. And then they sort of take the milk home and then they try it and they're like, whoa, this really is different, because most people haven't tasted real milk. And that's when they give me a call, because my cell phone number's on the bottle and we have text exchange and stuff like that. So, the problem I'm behind a scale, a slide. So anyway, we need to kind of scale up now. We've been small scale for too long and it's a bit hard work and we need to really get going. So the reusable milk bottle is one of the key aspects of our brand, but it's quite hard to do. You need to have a short supply chain. You can't really ship glass bottles from Auckland down to Christchurch and then have someone trundle all the empty ones back up to Auckland again. It sort of defeats the sustainable purpose of it all. So that's why our model is to create small-scale local farmers supplying their local market using our mobile milking system and on-farm milk processing and bottling facilities. And that's kind of really where our secret sauce is, I suppose. It's the hard bit. How does someone who's small-scale compete against the bigger companies who have super efficient farmers, who can process the milk super efficiently, who have super efficient logistics systems and can spread it all around the country. And this is what I've battled with for about 3 years. And basically it's around productivity. We need to enable these smaller farmers to be super productive, be able to get cows milked, get that milk processed super fast, get it bottled and out to the supermarkets and not get anyone sick. Because here we're talking about lay people who are not food engineers and they're not trained up in pasteurising and all those sorts of things. So it's a combination of, I suppose, a cloud-based platform, a bit of Internet of Things. So we're looking at, we're monitoring basically what goes on in every little processing unit. We've got certain things that we need to check and make sure they get done to ensure it's pasteurised and keep the regulator happy. And then it's all the other stuff like invoicing, purchase orders, deliveries, just someone orders a crate of milk, getting it delivered on time and then having the correct invoice sent and then being able to deal with all the refunds and things like that. It's a bit complex. And this is really what we're solving, because a small-scale farmer doesn't have time to deal with all this. They don't have HR people, they don't have logistics people, they don't have an engineer who can fix a bottling machine, all those sorts of things. So that's the secret bit there. Now this system is it's approved by MPI. I have a custom RMP that is about that thick that I wrote all by myself, and our reusable system is also, a reusable bottle has also been approved recently by Foodstuffs. So that's a positive, considering we heard yesterday at Foodstuffs of the conscious consumer is a #1 focus for them. So we get to what I need. I basically need everything. I need a hand. I need someone to help me out. I've been doing this for 3 years. I've got 2 staff that are really good, but I'm a bit knackered. So anyone who has been able to take a little bit of the workload off me would be really good. And obviously we need money, we always need money. We need cows, and we need land to put those cows on. So if anyone can help with that, I would be thrilled to talk about the details with them. And we probably need a software engineer later on.
Thanks, Glenn. See, we got some comments for you. Hold on to that clicker. Judges.
Thank you. I think focusing on the customer is always a really good thing, so hopefully you can keep giving people what they want. People give you some money to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I see your challenge. So I can't have dairy, so I get raw milk from the farm.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some cool, I've been doing it for a while, and there's some cool technologies coming out there. So I used to have to go and, take my big pint thing and, know how to do stuff. Whereas now I just rock up and it's kind of like a fridge that you just put the bottle and it spits out how many litres you want. So I'd just be thinking about there's some cool technologies and how do you line yourself up with experts in supply chain, innovative thinking and processes, because I think there is a solution in here, but it's going to be out of the box, and I think you can enhance the consumer experience of how we enjoy milk by doing that. I love going and getting my milk out of this fridge thing, and my kids are just like, it's amazing. It's an amazing experience. So, good luck, and wherever we can help and connect you to people, we will.
Awesome. Cheers.
I think on a personal level, just thank you for coming up here and asking for help. Lots of people come through and have a lot of ideas. I think what I resonate with you is you're just so authentic in yourself and being real of the entrepreneurial journey. And as an entrepreneur, I can relate to a lot of what you're going through. And I think that's a good lesson for a lot of people who want to jump into the path you're on.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Joseph. Thanks, Glenn. Round of applause for Happy Seas. Excellent.